Wait. I didn't even realize. That could be my. Hey, that's my screen for the.
Hold on.
For the picture, for the story. I like that.
And moving on to Anne Frank. So it all started in 1939, back in World War II. When yes, Mark.
Is that it for Black History? Or?
Oh yeah, most Mark said no. Don't do that. That's important. So yeah, like I was saying, back in 1939, at the start of World War II,
that's all we did.
Yeah, I just told you everything. So today, class, we'll be learning all about Black history. So write down that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, Martin Luther King, he had a dream, and moving on to Anne Frank. So it all started in 1939, back in World War II. When, yes, Mark.
Is that it for Black History? Or?
Oh yeah, Rosa Parks said no. Don't do that. That's important. So yeah, like I was saying, back in 1939, at the start of World War II,
that's all we did.
What is that?
There's some Insta videos. How is this a thing, bro? Like, listen how people like fight in hockey.
Yeah.
Like, you're just allowed to do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know the thing I sent you about League of Legends the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cause you know how like I've always thought like how is it so popular? Like
As in,
because I never knew I didn't know what the gameplay is like. I didn't know what it was about.
oh, as in you're actually surprised by the game itself.
No, not surprised. I was just surprised at how big it is because it was literally behind. I think the championships are literally behind only baseball. I mean, American football and NBA in America. It's bigger than baseball.
Yeah,
Like, that's
crazy,
mad.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
don't
I've
even
always-
get that game. It just doesn't look like something like I would want to play, like, or even
Yeah,
watch.
same. But like, but then I watched like 2 videos about like actually how you play it and what it's all about.
Hmm.
And it seems very basic, but also quite complicated. Like, it's hard to explain, but like.
All I know is that apparently it's really addictive because Sean got into a uni and then he just like locked himself in his room playing all day and stuff. So
Yeah, the only thing, like, there's no way I could get into it because I don't have a gaming PC. I've only got a Mac, so
yeah.
and it's not on PS4. So
Well, as in you actually want to play it.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, it looks cool to try out.
I think that's the thing with me. I feel like I feel like I can tell if I'm gonna like something from watching someone else play it. Like for example, I go into Fortnite because I was just watching random people play and I was just thinking, bro, this looks so fun. But then watching League of Legends, like, I just don't know what's going on. Like it's just.
Yeah, but that's the thing because you don't know. But like I watched like a proper 20-minute video about on their channel, I think, about like how to play it and what's like the basics of it.
I don't think you can play it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd not. Yeah, as in it seems straightforward.
Yeah.
To start with.
Better.
Because like I was into like RuneScape and stuff, which is not okay. I'm gonna die.
Someone on.
I'm lagging, man. This guy's gonna kill me. I'm dead. He's on white. 2 of them on me underneath. I'm dead.
What's over?
Yeah, he's gone up the stairs, I believe.
No way! That gun shoots so much faster than mine.
What did you have?
That
dead shot?
revolver shotgun thing or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how it's so popular. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like I don't even hear people talking about it.
Yeah,
the fact
exactly.
That you get like that much
Yeah.
money like in prize pool is crazy. But yeah, esports is a big.
That is the next thing. Well, up and coming.
Therefore, bro, imagine last time. So like, I wish I was good at. I mean, I guess I could be. I just would need time to put into it, but.
Practice, man. For anything.
Yeah. Ooh. Because even seeing someone like I don't know if you know him, you know Nate Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way like he made like his own like organization as well. Like I found that so amazing.
Yeah.
So I just like turning something to love into like.
I think if you know how instead of like obviously in our generation it was always like when you were younger it's like stop playing games, stop playing games.
Yeah.
But like if we actually did keep playing at that age is when you learn so much. And that's
But
when you
that's one thing I'm never gonna do. Like I'm never gonna like stop my children from doing certain things. Obviously, like everything in moderation, innit? But I'll never be like, oh, like don't play that game or like or don't.
Yeah,
don't
but that's
watch
because we know
You
that
never know.
there's a future now, innit? But
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
before parents they didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do you get me? Back in the
Because
day
like
it
even
was
like with the stock market, there was this kid, like, I think he's like 12 or so, or 13, and he made like, I don't know, I can't remember how much it was, but like a shitload of money, just at trading stocks.
yeah.
Crazy, man.
But that's because we know now, innit? Like the power, especially with gaming.
Yeah.
Because there is an esports scene now, whereas before it was like
Yeah.
it was just a game. Like it was like taking you away from normal.
Risky. But yeah, man, you never know where your success is gonna come from.
Exactly.
Are you streaming now?
Yeah. Do you know how many viewers you've got?
2?
0.
That's Malik's number right there. You know why? But
Why?
you can only go up. Facts. Kill this guy? No, he's one shot.
I don't have anything.
You're being down. Oh no, I'm dead.
Is you one
How
shot?
did that guy get a P9? That guy's one shot. That guy's one
I
shot.
kill. Okay.
Should've gone for
You
the
didn't
other
tell
one.
me there were different guys. I thought there was just one guy. Have you got Netflix?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, they've got this documentary series on there now at the moment. It's called Spycraft.
No.
But it's basically like just like half-an-hour shows about like spies and espionage and shit.
Oh really? As in real life or?
Yeah, as in like it's just a documentary about different aspects of it. So like, so it's just like half-an-hour episodes about like, you know, one might be on about like the drones and stuff, and or like one was about like how they use sex as an espionage thing.
Did you sex?
Yeah, it's called sexpionage.
How did they do that?
Literally like your typical blackmail and shit, innit?
Yo,
Like-
black. Oh.
Like yeah, like as in like they'll send a spy that's a girl, and then using her thingy, she'll just like sleep with all the higher up people.
Oh.
Or even men as well. Like they did that in West. You know when it was West and East Germany,
When it was what? Oh yeah, yes.
they had like they got like a bunch of like they would call them Romeos from like West Germany. They went to East Germany and like they befriended all the secretaries and stuff. And like to the point where their mission was literally to get to know them, sleep with them, and then marry them
Wow.
to build
Yeah,
that
I think
trust.
that's really deep,
Just
yeah.
to like get
Sounds
information.
exciting.
Like, that's mad, bro.
But yeah, but you gotta imagine like these were like such crazy times, like, and there wasn't really like any other way to do stuff. Like, you would have to be that dedicated to get stuff done.
But yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
That shit must be so scary, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
being
always
behind the enemy lines and stuff.
yeah. I've always loved that though. I don't know, like spying and shit.
Yeah, it does sound cool though.
But yeah, your life, like, and even like, there's so many cases they'll show like, people that were spying like either on the US or like for Russia, whatever, for like 20 something years. But and in the end they get caught and that's it, like life in prison or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna die.
Life in prison.
I'm getting chased. I'm swimming, and I'ma die. Oh, he's chasing me. He's chasing me. Help me.
Just wasted all my fucking ammo and stuff.
Help me. Help me.
Don't you
I'm literally one more shot and he's gonna kill me.
Do a real one.
Just look at me out in the water, because I'm literally swimming away and he's swimming. Is he chasing me still?
No, I can't see you. I'm far from.
Someone else is shooting me?
There's a guy on top of me.
I'm on 10 HP. Oh, if I've outrun him, then I'm the best. Oh, he gave up. Pussy. Okay. Someone else is shooting me.
I just wiped the team. Oh god.
He's coming, he's coming.
Oh,
Oh, I'm dead. Fuck! Damn it, I should have healed up first. He's checking me down. Okay, 2 kills.
fuck.
Well done.
Like fucking 5 guys on me, man. No,
I thought that's what you like. But yeah, that shit is scary.
What have you been doing? What do you actually do in your free time, by the way?
What do I do in my free time?
No, as in like, you go to work,
Hmm.
do your work or whatever. Like, what do you do like with your life after that? Like, what's your thing?
What's my routine?
No, what's your thing? Like, I don't know, like some people are, as in like, what's your goal for life? Wait, before you answer that, I'm gonna go get water.
Yeah.
Think about your answer.
Alright. No. I can figure out with.
Yeah, my bad.
Bitch!
That's your answer.
Nah, sorry. It should
But
be.
yeah, sorry, the question was, I'm sure I probably would have asked you already before. But it's like, what's your purpose? Or what do you think?
How does that relate to what I do in my free time?
Yeah, because that's what you would do on your free time, right? Because work is like what you have to do for you to just survive on Earth, pretty much, just for you to pay your
Yeah.
bills and whatnot. But then it's like, what do you actually do? Like, what gives you fulfillment? Because I doubt you get that from work, right? Like, work is just a means to an end, as much as you might like it.
No, I think it still does give me some fulfillment.
So you could die
As in-
tomorrow, God forbid, and you'd be happy that all you did was go to work and go home.
As in, that was a part of my life, yes.
Yeah, but
As-
like, what's
as
the
that-
ultimate goal? Like, what are you striving for? Like, I don't know.
Heaven. And just being a good person, like bringing joy into other people's lives, and like helping other people when they're in
But
their
giving
time.
yours orgasm doesn't count.
That's part of it. But yeah, like just giving others, making others happy when they're feeling low. Helping.
Yeah,
the-
but do you do that then?
yeah.
Where do you do that?
Like as in, I'll always like check up on people, especially people that I know in these times are like home, alone and have been, like Mustafa for example. And then I've got another friend that went through like a bad breakup not long ago, so I often check up on her from time to time. Just things like that. And even know if anyone ever like wants to talk about anything, then in that sense, apart from that, obviously, you know, charity, and the reason I was saying the work thing more so currently is because of all the vaccinations and stuff. Because like
Oh yeah.
people are so like they're so appreciative and grateful,
Amazing,
like,
yeah.
and you take it for granted, man. Like honestly, like, cause I'm there, like it's I've sort of become numb to it because it just feels like this is just a thing now.
The whole COVID situation.
No, like they're just doing the jabs. Like, do you know what I mean? It just feels like flu. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't have to explain it. Like at the start, it felt like, oh wow, this is something brand like, you know, completely new and I'm part of like
Yeah.
history, whatever. But now it's just, but then like
Just
you get
another
reminded because like people are just, they're sort of like
So
they'll just be like,
grateful.
oh my god, thank you for everything you guys are
Yeah.
doing. Like it's so selfless and all that. So it's like,
That
so
is great.
I think that in that sense, I'm like, okay, there's IO box there. Where did you land? Where are you?
I'm here. I've just gone to like a different part.
Yeah, I'm coming because these bots are gonna kill me. Yeah, and I think, when you mean spare time, could use it more wisely. Not gonna lie. Because as you said, like after work, you just want to chill, innit?
Yeah. Yeah,
But
because okay, I mean, fair enough. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have said what's your purpose, because that's like a whole like deeper question.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like.
Yeah. But it's more like, yeah, I guess yeah. Would you? Because for me, like I feel like up until this point in my life, I'm always working towards something. So like that's always been education, and so I've always got an exam I'm revising for, or an APC, or a test, or just something like that, and to keep me going. But then
Yeah,
once
oh my
I finish
God.
this exam now,
Yeah,
is that a shot?
yeah. I'm getting out of here, man. We've got to go far
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it's like once I'm done with that, all I'm gonna be doing is like literally just work. Like I'm not gonna have an exam to revise for. There's not gonna be like an aim or target. Like
Oh,
it'll
no,
just
there
about,
will be.
like, waiting
Like, you'll always
what's-
have, like-
what's it gonna be?
As in, you're gonna have your diploma or whatever you do, depending if you're in hospital or not. Or
I mean, one, that's if, and then two, okay, fine, say I have that. Eventually, that's gonna come to an end. But all I'm saying is that, like, that's gonna come to an end eventually. Like, what do you do after that? Like, cause right now, I go to work, I come home, like, the aim is like, alright, I need to revise for this exam
yeah,
and do
yeah,
that. But then after that, like, what do I do?
I think, I don't know, I think you
I'll
start
just be watching
realizing.
Netflix every day. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but
Yeah. No, to be fair, you need that as well, like, for your own sanity.
yeah,
sometimes.
100%, yeah.
But
is it like all the time though? Like,
I think as you know go through those phases and you've gone past the exams and whatever, like that stage of your life, like you then, I don't know, like you might then be like, oh, actually I'm ready to settle down, for example. That doesn't have to be, that's, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's like the definition of success or whatever, but like that's what you might want to do at that time, and then it'll be about finding someone that is compatible with your vision, and then it'll be like your goals will be obviously career wise, like what do you want to do, where do you want to work, stuff like that. And then outside of that, that's the difficult part, like you said. I don't know, for me, like I'm trying to
okay. Let me let me say something else. So for me, right, and I have to assume for the majority of the public, like, work is a means to an end. I don't think anyone, as much as you might not hate where you work, you don't necessarily.
yeah, I don't like, I'm not passionate about
yeah.
it as much
Yeah,
as
yeah. As in, I feel like for me right now, yeah, I'm striving for one thing that's on my mind right now is that I'm striving for financial freedom, because I've realized that I'm literally only going to work just because I don't hate it. Like I don't want to kill myself or anything like that because of work, but I would rather not go to work. I only go there because I need money. So at one point in my life, I know that I'm going to have enough money that I don't need to work, at least not every day anymore. Then what am I going to, because then I will just have money in my account, my rent's paid. Then what am I going to be doing? Like, I'm just going to be at home watching, because when I went for the interview for the South Africa position, right, the area manager that was conducting the interview was saying that she actually, when she hit her 40s, she actually had like enough money for her. She actually retired at 40 or 40 something.
Oh, okay.
And then she and her family moved to Morocco. But then, like, after like a couple of months, I don't know if it was a year or whatever, she ended up getting bored, and then they ended up moving back to London. just because it wasn't because of money or anything like that. It was just because she had nothing to do. Like she had just reached, she had
Yeah.
reached financial freedom, but
Yeah,
like,
but
her
that's the
life
thing.
was
That
just-
that's what they always say in it. Like, obviously, for me, I'm coming it from the spiritual point of view, religious point of view of like if you're gonna keep, like, don't get me wrong, financial freedom is important. You get me? I'm not saying don't be chasing that now because yes,
yeah.
we would obviously. Do you know what I mean? We would all appreciate that. And oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Are you fine?
Yeah, they shoot me from the boat. I've got
I don't think I can
10
help.
HP. It's fine, they've run away. And I've got 10 HP. They're fighting someone else now. Yeah, as in like that should like that's the thing. Like if you spend all your life chasing money, once you get it, then what? Do you get me? Like that's
Yeah.
what she's saying as well. So you have to chase things that like well, not chase things, but you have to I'm gonna die in the storm. Oh so close. I can crawl in. You have to sort of like chase stuff that's going to give you actual fulfillment in your life, which is stuff like,
Which is what?
well, I guess it's stuff like, you know, like being close with your family, like, you know, being there for them, helping them, or, you know, just spending time with family. I think that's one of them. You know, helping others less fortunate than yourself. That doesn't have to be like, you know, doesn't have to mean, you know, you give to charity or whatever. Even if it's someone like a friend or someone in the UK.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
So
I think,
essentially,
yeah.
like, it's just about like, for the lack of a better word, like just charity. It's about like.
No, not even that.
Please.
And also like maybe like learning a new skill or learning a new hobby or learning more about like, you know, learning more about the world or like a certain topic or something. He's down.
His teammates closer.
Yeah, he's behind that screen. I'm dead. Yeah, you got it.
No way, was that him I killed you?
Yeah, I was on like one shot anyway. Yeah.
I think that's it. Fuck it. Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, do you mean like this is just things that you know I sort of agree with and I've sort of seen myself as well. That's why I said, you know, even earlier when you're talking about the Botox thing, I don't know, like I'm not as much as obviously don't get me wrong, like you know I would love to have money and be able to buy like do you know what I mean like.
Yeah, but then I feel like you saying something like that would make me ask, like, are you striving for financial freedom then right now? Because I feel like you're not. If you say no to something like the Botox thing, because I mean, if work is all about money, then like, oh yo, we gotta go far. I'm sinking to run.
Yeah, same. One sec. Oh fuck, got no health. Fuck.
Come to me.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna die. You need to. Come.
I don't know where you are. Oh.
Yeah, come. Oh my god, I just fucking moved.
What?
No, as in I moved out of the sand before I sunk me.
What? No! Why did it do that?
I'm a kitty. I'm a cat. I should have said the details.
No, as in, like, don't get me wrong, I want to have money, but like, I don't need that much. I don't know how to explain
There's
it, man. Like,
crystals.
oh, fuck it, it's too late.
Oh, there's more in front of you.
Fuck, this is far.
That's why you should have had the crystals.
There's some here. I'm gonna die.
That's looking like more.
Oh, it's not letting me eat. For fuck's sake. I'm weakening for you and I'm gonna die. I killed him for you, I'm gonna die.
No!
I haven't got it. I'm on 1 HP, I'm dead. Cool. At least we killed him.
Panicked.
No, I don't know. No, what I'm trying to say is like, don't get me wrong. Like, and this is me being completely honest. Like, I was in overdraft for years. following even qualifying. And I've got no one to blame but myself because you know I was caught up in to an extent I was caught up in the whole world as it is now. Like we know the whole social media thing of like you know buying certain brands and you know with the car and everything. But having sort of come out of that, it's sort of like obviously made me realize like you know that's something that I needed, the whole freedom in that sense of not being in overdraft, for example. But I don't know, for me, like I don't want to be, I don't think I need, or that would make me happy to have loads of money. Like if anything that like
that's why I phrase it as financial freedom. It's not, I'm not, because I could have really easily said that I want to be a millionaire.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
saying
Well,
financial freedom to me means that I don't have to. It's pretty much this. I don't have to go to work for me to have money. Because for me, going to work right now is like it's basically jail for me. It's prison, because I can't wake up and say like, oh, you know what? I'm too tired today. I can't. Like I have to, because now I have to worry about like, oh, my manager's gonna be angry at me. The people at the store, like they're not gonna be able to open up because I'm not gonna be there. But if I'm financially free, I don't have to like commit to like a contract. I could just locum, because then I don't have to worry about like, oh, if the job is gonna be regular or not. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by
then to get to that financial freedom, you're gonna have to either work for a while and stack peas, or have like another source of income or something. Do you get me? Like there's gonna have to be that initial hard work in terms of either going to work non-stop for someone else, or
the way I get there isn't like, I mean, obviously it doesn't. I'm not debating how I get there. It's just that I'm just saying that that's the goal. Yeah, that's a big goal for me. Yeah, like I don't want to be tied to like a job, like to like a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to like just, if I want to fucking go to Mexico tomorrow, like I want to be able to just like say fuck it, like I'm going to Mexico tomorrow, like, cause like bro, like I don't know. Obviously you don't feel the same way, but like I feel so what's the word? Constrained. Constrained. Like bro, like I'm like we're free. Like we live like one of like the most free countries. Like we're in the first world, all of that. I get that, but at the same time, like we're so fucking tied to like our lifestyle. Like you can. There's a thing about how like you're a couple wage slips away from being homeless.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, do you know how crazy that is? Like, do you know how much anxiety that like if you ever think about that? I know you shouldn't think about it, but
no, but then that's why you have like you have savings, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just
like
I'm
a rainy day.
But
I do get you. I get you.
Yeah. If you're not someone who has that mentality,
if
you're just like saying like, oh yeah, I don't need money, all of that.
And that was
like,
me.
Bro,
that's what I was saying. Oh hi, Ikra's here. Sorry, Ikra. We're just having a debate.
like, that's crazy to me, man. Like, the fact that, like,
don't get me wrong. Like, there's so many people, like, especially in you know, and this is not me being racist, but like in this country, and you know, that's what I was trying to say to you. Like, that I was part of that, being in overdraft. Like, I was living hand to mouth, pretty much. Do you get me? Like, I would only have enough money till I got paid next.
Yeah.
And that was the. Like and like honestly, like when I used to okay, the guy, yep, the girl is on whites. She's shaking me down. So she's on white.
My window short, bro.
Oh shit.
No.
My guy. Oh, I've got 9 seconds.
Should have seen my aim initially, man.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I mean. So like, don't get me wrong, I've been in that situation, and I completely agree with you. Like, it's not, it's very what's it called? It's not a good place to be in. Like,
bro, the anxiety levels.
And trust me, bro. And like, there was times where like, and this is me being very honest with you. Like, as a Muslim, like, there's been times in my life where I've contemplated like gambling and shit, man. Like at those times, like bro, like it sounds jokes, but like that's a why are you laughing at that, man?
You know how much of a crackhead he sounds.
What do you mean? That's a big thing. I'm trying to be all serious here, man.
With the last £2 in your account.
Get help me, man. Oh, who's the other people? Like, I'm just getting,
just walking past like Ladbrokes.
like, I'm getting, like,
Can I
I'm
get
getting,
2 pounds of
I'm
black?
I'm getting clowned out here. Like, I'm trying to give like serious accounts of like, I was going through tough times in my life.
You know how ridiculous this is?
What do you mean? Like,
No, I'm sorry.
but like
You're
that's how,
gonna-
that's how desperate I was, man. Like back then, like.
No, I feel you. Nah,
You
but
get me?
we've all been there, man. We've all been there.
Yeah,
for
so like I do understand where you're coming from, but
real.
that again, that's what you're saying. Like, say that you attain that financial freedom, for example, where you know you can go on holiday the next day or whatever. Maybe the case. Are you then going to be happy? Do you mean like like you can't put happiness down to those things? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, but I'm not saying that's gonna make me happy. I'm saying that working right now is currently making me unhappy, and I think
But is that
obtaining.
is that to do with where you are and who you're working with? That's got a part to play as well, no?
I think it's to do with the lack of choice that I have in the way that I'm living my life. The
Okay.
fact that like, okay, you know what? I don't want to work today. Like I'm really tired today, but I
Yeah.
have no choice and I have to go in, or it's gonna be a
Yeah.
big problem. Like that's not okay for me.
Yeah.
Like that fills me with so much anxiety. The fact that like, if I fall sick and I miss like the next month or 2 months of work, I'm so fucked. Like for rent, like my savings will keep me going for like another 2-3 months. What happens after that, bro? There are so many
Yeah.
people like I think about homeless people. Like being homeless is like the scariest thing to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, you should
and
get
you always see these
side.
people, yeah, but
Yeah. Sorry. Side
Mhm.
note, you should get this insurance thing. By the way, well, my dad told me about it when I first started pharmacy,
Yeah.
and I've had it ever since. Like I pay every. So basically, it's called like, I forgot the name of it. I'll try to find it for you. But it's
How did you
basically.
get that so quick?
I left ages ago. It's basically like I'll find the name of it, but it's basically insurance, basically, and you pay every month, and it's basically to cover like long-term sickness,
No, okay.
or whatever. So, say I think I'll pay like £40 a month, whatever, and
Isn't
in
it just like life insurance or something?
no, it's something different. It's something different. I can't remember what it's exactly called. And yeah, so basically, if I'm off work for a prolonged period of time, and even like if their sick pay doesn't cover me, then through this they will pay me like a monthly whatever.
Yeah,
So
like
I'm
a
able to
dividend.
pay. Yeah. Like I don't. Oh, it's not going to be as much as your salary in most cases, but it will
Well, even
be.
that, I'm already hearing red
Yeah.
flags, bro. Like,
Yeah.
because, bro, if you think about like the way you live with your salary, for example, bro, that's why this whole coronavirus thing was so crazy to people who
Yeah,
lost their
yeah,
job.
yeah.
Like some people were getting
Yeah.
80%. Like, bro, these people were struggling on 100% of their wage.
Yeah,
What do
now
you think
they're getting
80% is gonna be?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and people think like, oh yeah, like, at least you're getting 80%. Like, you get to sit at home
Yeah.
and do nothing or whatever. But bro, people was like, what? Struggling over that shit, man. There
I
was
know,
this video
I
I just saw on Insta, like about, did you see that the meme of the guy with the barber? I got caught out for like trimming people like during lockdown, like letting them in through the back.
Yeah, I think I didn't watch the video,
Yeah.
but yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, and people were like laughing at him and shit, bro. I feel, you see, like the way you're passionate about like, oh, we need to get everyone like vaccinated and like wear a mask, all
Yeah.
of that. I feel the same way about the way you feel about that. I feel for that guy in that same way, bro. He probably has kids at home to feed. He
Yeah,
has
yeah,
to
of
feed
course,
himself as
of
well,
course,
bro.
of
Like,
course.
you know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
deep
yeah.
that is. You
Yeah,
starve to death.
and like,
Obviously,
and
not
like,
starving to death,
yeah,
but-
yeah, yeah, and like that's
that's
you know
such a big
that's why
thing.
this government is you know the way that they've handled the. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say it's an easy thing to handle. Like, do you know what I mean? This pandemic
Yeah.
for any government, but especially the way that the UK have handled it, it's they've got blood on their hands. Like you can't, you have to, because there's obviously you know you can't control a virus and people's jobs. Like you have to take those measures of closing things. I get that.
Yeah.
But there's ways of handling it for people like that. Do you know what I mean? And the other amount of people that have lost their jobs and stuff. Like, because we always say that like there's enough money to go around, as we know.
Yeah, but as in what you're saying, that the government has enough money to go around.
No, as in yeah, if they wanted to, of course, man.
Boy,
Do you know what I mean?
don't
Like
know about that.
how no? What do you mean? Like how come there's if people
I
are
don't know
always
about
in
that.
like so much debt, they can always get like countries can get bailed out. How have they all got like billions for the military and everything? Like,
Bro, yeah, but then how are we like in trillions of or billions or trillions of debt? Yeah, like that money isn't the government. I feel like people have like certain misconceptions about the government. The government are either gonna get the money they're promising you from you back through taxes, or they're gonna keep printing money.
No, but then you know what happened recently was that they increased the budget for the military, but then NHS is.
Yeah, but
like,
defense, that's always something that's gonna be like you can't really debate defense, like, and that's something that I like. As much as I'm like I'm against like war and all of that thing, like I understand the need for defense, like just in the climate just in the world that we live in. I just understand having respect for your neighbors, like the whole like fucking South Korea and North Korea.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
fine. But obviously, in times like this, like there's more things that are more important than defense because no one's attacking anyone because everyone's dying.
I don't know about that. Man.
Nah, no. What do you mean? So you're saying right now NHS isn't as important, like healthcare isn't as important as defense?
It's definitely important. But I'm just saying that like I just didn't think saying like, oh, let's get that money from the military.
No, as in no. I'm not saying get all of it. I'm saying why did they increase the budget for that? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, NHS is being underfunded every year. Like 2 and 2.
Sorry, Mark, I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm not saying get the money from that, but I'm saying like they got more money this year, whereas NHS is getting less and less every year. Do you know what I mean? Like all these nurses, like their pay is not getting increased every year. And like for what? Like they don't, like for the job that they do, they should be getting paid way more. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know enough about the politics that goes into like the government's allocations for like the needs of the countries for me to kind of like argue.
Yeah, neither do I. But that's just from what I know. But like the nurse the nurse debate thing of like how much they should be getting paid, like it's a joke how much they get paid. Like it's not fair.
But bro, for the nurse to get more money, bro, it would mean that you would get taxed more. You would end up complaining about that nurse getting a pay rise.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I wouldn't.
Mirza, I'm using you as a what the fuck's that? What can't I think?
As an example.
I'm generalizing you for the majority of the public.
Oh, okay.
People would end up complaining because again, the government doesn't have money to just automatically get
of course.
Unless they reduce spending for stuff like the fucking military, which would then lead to like the fucking a shift in the balance of power of like how people view political powers. So like, China will say like, you didn't have as much tanks as you used to before. Then all of a sudden, China's now the military power. Yeah, so like it puts you at risk of like other things. Like I don't know much about it, but I know that little bit that it's not that easy to just say like, oh yeah, let's just increase. I mean, definitely they can. I'm sure like there are other things because there was all that stuff about like them like spend like millions for Big Ben to do it up or whatever. They could obviously easily put that into like.
Yeah, and like the Notre Dame thing.
Yeah.
Like it caught on fire.
That was from private and private donors though.
Yeah, but that's not. Do you mean where are these people when like there's people in need? Like,
bro, there were fucking billions. Well, but then go speak to them about giving nurses a pay rise, not the government.
Over there. Yeah. Obviously, that's a separate issue. But
yeah.
Oh, Ikra saying there is debt, but there's also backup funds for situations like this, i.e., coronavirus.
Is there?
Yeah, of course there is. There's always backup like money that governments have for like you know how like we're meant to save like for a rainy day kind of thing. And she's saying that to gain financial freedom, you need to start your own business / investing. Yeah. I can't hear you, by the way. If you're talking. Okay. Yo,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, what happened?
Yo.
Yeah, hello?
Nice.
Wait.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was like awkward silence. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, she said. Did you hear what I said? What she said about
Black
the
Hole
other thing?
Funds.
No, and she said that to gain financial freedom, you need to start your own business / start investing.
Yeah. I'm the way in which I reach financial freedom isn't a debatable thing. As in, I'm not debating like a good way to get there or a bad way to get there. I'm just saying that I'm aiming for it. I think that was the argument that you're making the argument that you don't need money or whatever. I'm saying that I.
No, I'm saying
need,
that I need money. Yeah, of course you need money to like, you know,
No,
get
but you're
by.
saying as if like, or like you don't like you're not. It's not you're not chasing it or like you're not.
Yeah, I'm not chasing it. No,
It's not like a priority for you. But for I'm saying for me it is.
it's a priority
not-
for me as long as I can live within my means. That's what I mean.
Nigga,
So like,
what?
so what I mean
long
is
as you-
like, so what I mean is like, I'm sure I could easily, if I wanted to, survive on say 50k a year. If I wanted, do you know what I mean? Like, I could easily survive on that. I don't need more. Like, you don't need more than that if you actually think about it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need like to buy like stuff. Like, as in, like, there's people out there that are like having whole families on like minimum wage. Like, and they how like.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
So that's what I mean by like, I'm not
Promise
like,
yourself.
I'm not chasing money in that sense of like, oh, I need to be on 100k a year, I need to be on 250k a year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what I
exactly.
mean. That's
Again,
what I
why,
mean. Yeah.
That's why I don't say like I want to be a millionaire. That's why I say I want financial freedom.
Yeah.
So whatever amount that is, even if it's 20k, but like I don't have to go work every day. I can just choose that I don't want to go to work today.
Yeah,
and
but
that's
then
fine.
but then you're just talking about like other streams of income, which is fair enough to give you that financial
I mean,
freedom.
yeah, I guess so. Or
As in, because then
maybe, like,
you would
funds.
you would earn that same money from them, whereas you would have that freedom of not having to go anywhere. You can just do it from a like, say if you were trading, for example, you could just do it from a laptop
Yeah.
anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Or even if it's just like saving like the money I get from working or
Yeah,
something. like
exactly.
That. Which I guess is what people do in terms of like pensions and whatnot. But it's
Yeah.
just that I'm not trying to live my best life for fucking 60, man. I'm trying to live my best life for like 30, like something.
Yeah, but
like
then
that.
like in the current climate we live in, the only way to get there is like Ika was saying, business, or investing or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
These people.
What the hell? There's people right here.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get here? Oh, we're dead. I'm at the bottom. How do I come all the way to the bottom? If you want to live.
Near the bottom as well. The man said if you want to live. Where are you?
Let's go to the same box. Bro,
Oh, sorry.
you're ready to shoot when they start breaking stuff.
Ikra said, I think there's nothing wrong with aiming big and chasing that financial freedom, but I think it's how you do it and making sure it's done in the right way, i.e. don't cheat others. Yeah, of course.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck other people. man.
Okay. Keep building. Okay, make edit that thing so we can get out of here. Oh, break a wall! Fuck! Okay, edit the back one. Edit the back one! Oh my god, I can't build, man.
Fuck, man. That one was so weak as well.
Couldn't build.
I keep choking this situation. But yeah, I think you in your search for, because I feel like I used to work in your head.
Yeah. Sorry.
I feel like in your search for like to be more spiritual and to not like be greedy, because I feel like I used to be like you. I used to say that like, oh, what, I don't like money and like all of that, but bro, like, yeah, I'm not trying to like wear gold.
Wretched. Sorry, I hate that song. Ikra's
Yeah,
like,
I'm not trying to wear like.
Merza, just stick to FIFA, please. Thanks, Ikra. Oh, hey, we all know what happened with that. Sorry, man, to bring that up.
Let's go back on FIFA, then, man. Come.
Well, we left. Yeah, we didn't end on good terms. Man was like, alright, I'm going. Cool, bye. Sorry. What were you saying? So yeah, so you used to be like, you didn't care about money.
Yeah, like
whatever.
I don't care about money as well. Like I want to help people, all of that. But bro, like charity begins at home, boy.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, man.
No, but that's why I changed that to like, of course you need money like for yourself first and foremost. Do you know what I mean? Like to live. But that's what I meant about like, I don't need to have 100k, for example. Do you get me? Like I can make do with 40k, 50k. That's what I
Yeah.
meant basically. That's why like
Yeah,
I'm not
so-
like chasing. There's nothing like. Don't get me wrong. Like my dad has said as well. Like do whatever you want, but like try to be the best in that if you can. In whatever field you're in, so you know whether that be pharmacy, whatever. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going for like, you know how some people will have like it set out like, oh, I want to go for these positions because they pay the most. Which is fair enough. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not like, do you know what I mean? That's people's personal preference or whatever. But for me, like, I would wanna. I want to do something that interests me. So, like for example, I would want to do IP because I like the clinical side.
Okay.
Whereas, like like other people might stay in boots, for example, and go down the managerial side because it's more money. Even though they might not, even though they're leaving pharmacy behind. You get me?
Yeah.
Because I met a manager like that once. I remember when I first qualified, and she was like, yeah, and she was a store manager, pharmacist, and she was like, I just want money. So she was like, if they want me to, you know, stay behind as the manager and clean shelves and do whatever, I don't care. I just want money. And that was fair enough. That was her motivation, and she will do whatever for that. I mean, in terms of management, and she didn't care about like pharmacy and stuff because she like left that behind, kind of thing. So yeah, that's my sort of take on it. But everyone's different. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I think I don't know how like why that changed for me. Like
Why what changed?
like why did your thinking change from like your outlook from how like did something happen, or is it just something that you started thinking about? Like, you know, because you know before you were like, oh, you weren't really into it. I mean, you weren't into like the whole having much money, but now you are.
I think it's just I think it's getting older, man. I think it's just like having more responsibilities.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Oh my god.
Sorry, I started a fight, and then you pushed me.
But
to the water.
he landed right in front of me. Yeah. So
Okay.
like.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I think it's just a combination of like getting older, having more responsibilities, and I love being comfortable, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like for example, one thing I've been thinking about is like, because people, well, even like family especially, been talking about like, oh, yeah, like it's time for you to upgrade your car, like get like a new car, like stop driving that old Vauxhall around or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think I would rather keep the car I have now and have like $1,000 in my wallet, and my bills are paid. I've made my savings
of
that
course.
month,
Yeah.
and then I don't have to worry about like going to KFC and then worrying about like, oh, how much do I have left in my account?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know that like I'm comfortable that I don't have
Yeah,
to worry about
exactly.
money.
And that's where like
For
I
me,
was saying earlier, the
that's where I
social
wanna
media.
be,
Yeah, the social media
Yeah.
thing comes into it, where like
Yeah.
people are giving off an image. Do you know what I mean? Like you're giving off an
Yeah.
image of you're rich, but you're not. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you might be driving an AMG Mercedes, but
Yeah.
you can't even meet your
Yeah,
bills.
no.
Like behind
Yeah.
behind the screen in real life, like
But I think where I differ to you is the fact that like, I would still like to have that AMG though,
Mm.
but I still want the money in my account or whatever.
Yeah,
but
of
I still,
course.
but
Yeah.
I definitely do want an AMG. It's just that like it's just about getting to like.
the priorities first, and then like when you
yeah.
can. Yeah. Ikra's saying she's got a question for you. She said, "Is it mainly money that you're after, or is it that you feel like you're stuck in a 9 to 5 and you want something bigger?"
Financial freedom, stuck in 9 to 5, and it's not about wanting something bigger. I just don't like the fact that like I'm so restricted to like my life, my routine.
You just want to be
right
your
now.
own boss, basically.
The fact that I know that I have to be at that shop on Wednesday at 9 a.m. to 6:30, and I can't do anything. I can't do anything else, Merza. Like I could wake up that day and feel like, you know what, I kind of want to like just sleep and just play. I can't. I have to go to that shop at 9 a.m. and leave at 6:30. That's fucking mind. That's crazy to me.
But that's
That's prison though. Like I can't change that. Like,
yeah, but
am I
how?
free?
Like, yeah, but you need to start somewhere in life. Like, how else are you gonna earn money?
Oh no,
Like,
obviously I'm not. Obviously,
like-
yeah, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that like I'm aiming for that. Obviously, you can't start unless I was born into like a rich family or something. But
yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying that like I don't like it. I don't think it's a good way to live life unless you actually really like your job and like like it's just like it's fun for you or whatever. But for me, it's like nah. Like I need to be free, man.
So you want to be your own boss,
I get that.
basically.
Oh, you almost died, bro. You almost died.
I've only got a sniper.
I don't think I have to be my own boss. I think I could maybe do a job where like I get paid a lot of money and I don't have to do a lot of hours.
So you just want loads of money for doing nothing. That's not real life, okay? You need to work for that shit.
$5 an hour for 4 hours a day.
That's not how life works. So basically, at the end of all of this deep conversation,
Bro, why not?
you just
You're
want money.
saying that,
You just
bro.
want money to do nothing.
Yes, but I just told you about a Botox job that pays $5 a week.
Yes, but we
Well,
don't know how
that's-
true that is. Like, but
Yeah,
that's
bro,
what I
that was
mean. But
advertised on the
yeah,
job,
like that it might be okay. It might pay that much, but to get to that, you're gonna have to put in the hours. You get me? And it's like that's not gonna be an easy job. If you mess something up, like they can sue you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're fucked. Yeah.
like dentists have like one of the highest suicide rates because
Suicide.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Swear. Actually, I think I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah,
before, so-
because of like how much they can get sued if they mess up someone's
Was
teeth. Yeah, it's mad.
For suicide, though, that's crazy.
Yeah. Ikra saying the reason on why she would want more is because she feels like she has the potential to do bigger things. In my head,
What bigger things?
it's cut off. Sorry,
Bigger things like what?
I feel like you should log in and look on your phone because it keeps cutting off the text.
Yeah, I'm just asking her. In.
No, but as in even what she's written, I can't read all of it because it's cut off.
Oh.
I'm gonna go on the app. Gonna join my own live stream. Jeez. She said the reason why I would want that is more because I feel like I have the potential to do bigger things, and in my head, success is what I strive for.
Yeah, but what bigger things? As in, like, what, a better job, or what's the bigger thing you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Because I don't know, like when you talk about like doing a bigger thing, I feel like for me, it just sounds cheesy and like so basic to say, like, because it's all about like helping people and saying like, oh yeah, I want to like go do something like in another country. I don't know, it just sounds weird, like having that as like a goal. And I know it shouldn't, but that's like the only like really like righteous goal I feel like you can have in life, because there's nothing else really.
Yeah, I mean, until you've done it, you won't know, though, innit?
Yeah. Here, fuck it.
She says she didn't mean that, the job thing.
She didn't mean what?
I think, cause you know when she said she has the potential to do bigger things, and you were like, as in like a better position at a job or something. She was like, she didn't mean that, and I think she's gonna explain what she meant.
Oh.
Have you got work tomorrow, by the way?
Nah, I'm off, you know. Like first Saturday off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah. I didn't even know as well. They just told me.
how come? Just for bands?
I think when I booked my holidays for my exam, I had like these 4 hours just kind of like to take, so they just allocated it for a random
Fair
time.
enough, man. I like that. Weekend off.
Chilling.
Well, 4 days off actually. Isn't it?
Oh shit, yeah. 4 days.
She's like, no, I didn't mean helping people, and then she's like, lol, that sounds horrible.
Helping people.
She's like, I didn't
Yeah,
mean
fuck-
helping people.
Fuck them kids.
I love that meme, man. Did he actually say that? He didn't actually say that.
I
did
don't
he?
actually. Oh no, he didn't. I know what it was. He was. I think he went to like a school or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was doing like a drill where like he was shooting baskets, and they made like a bet that like if he was to miss a shot, then all the kids in our school would get like free
Oh
Jordans.
yeah, but he made all of them.
Yeah, every shot. He said, fuck them kids. But you know how hard he was hitting like 3-pointers and shit.
Yeah, but we got him, man. You got to keep up the image, innit?
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids, man.
I stand that shit, bro.
Yeah, she goes, by bigger, she means I really think about having my own business in something that I absolutely love.
But you know what? I've actually been thinking about like going back to like my home country, like Nigeria, like just to go open like a gym or like a club or something like that. But I don't know. It just sounds fun. That sounds like something that would be like.
Do it. The only thing stopping you is your mind.
Yeah, and money.
And money, yeah. I was just gonna say that.
But yeah, I get what you mean, Ikra.
But honestly, I think for me,
sorry.
Obviously, hers is gonna be beauty related, isn't it?
Yeah, I was
Like, or clothes,
like
or clothes, because she's like, she wants to be her dream job is to be like, you know, an ASOS influencer.
Really?
Yeah.
Should that be a dream job?
I don't know if she's gonna be like, oh, it's not my dream job. But she told me that before.
I hope it's not.
So you know, like on Instagram when like ASOS will like post girls on their thingy, and then they'll be like, oh, look at her rocking the new freaking this. Yeah, that. She's like not an influencer, lol. No, you know what I was going to say, you know, I think what changed my mindset a lot as well recently with regards to money was the pandemic.
Okay.
In the sense that it sort of made me realize, like a lot of people, what's actually important. Like obviously I knew, you know, before, but like you actually realize it more and more. Like during these times, like.
Oh, you mean like family and stuff?
Yeah, like family, like. And at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter how much money I mean, I could be a billionaire right now. Do you know what I mean? But the reality is, I'm just using this as an example. Like, I could have a lot of money right now, be living my best life in London, for example.
Yeah.
But Corona hits, I can't do any of that anymore, and I'm stuck here, and my family's not around me. Do you get me? I don't have to explain it, like.
I don't know. I just feel like I can't really relate, and that's why I don't know, because I just feel like I'm not trying to get like sympathizing. Like life isn't that bad, but I just feel like we've been going through hardships before all this stuff happens. Like to me, it's just like it's just like another thing. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Like, thank God it's not affecting me as much as, you know, other people in that sense. Yeah. But like. It just made me think of just life in general, just like how
what it could be.
Yeah, and like how like caught up we get. Do you get me? And like, you know, before like I would only like call my parents, like, but now like obviously because I'm not seeing them as well, but like I'm video calling and like calling them more often. Like little things like that. I don't have to explain it.
Yeah.
Like it just makes you and like people that you might not have spoken to in age. That's what I was trying to say to you before. Of like. You know, when you're like, oh, how do you help others or try to help others? It's like by, you know,
staying in contact.
Yeah, staying in contact. You know, certain people are. That's really annoying. You know, that certain people are like, you know, like I was saying, like Mustafa as an example. Like, I feel like if this was, no, he's with his parents, but like, cause he's like looking after them. That's why, like, and they're like vulnerable. That's why he's been home all this time and he hasn't left because he's paranoid as well.
It sounds like you said that's why he's been home all this time.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, he's that as well.
Yeah.
Nah. But you get me, like if for example he'd left Boots, like for example, and I got another job and there was no Corona and I wasn't seeing him, I probably wouldn't be messaging him as much. Like obviously here and there I would be because, you know, he's still like a friend. But I feel like I'm more obligated myself to message him more. And like just check up on him every now and then because of the situation, and I know that he hasn't been out in so many months, and that's not like, do you know what I mean? And for anyone that takes its toll.
Yeah, I feel you.
So yeah.
Yeah, mental health ain't no joke.
Yeah, man, and like there's so many people, and I'm one of these people. Like I wouldn't, if like, do you know what I mean? If someone was to ask me like, oh, is everything alright? I'll just like, I'm the first to admit I'll be the guy that'll be like, oh yeah, it's fine, even though it's not. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So.
You gotta keep it gangster.
Yeah.
I'm out here telling people you're crying twice a day.
But that's why you should have like at least one person that you do feel comfortable opening up to. So yeah, even if it's like
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be family or whatever. It can be anyone. But
Yeah. Do you actually talk about stuff like that? As in, do you have someone you talk to about stuff like that?
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
someone
I
you could try to- like that kind of quiet.
I wanted her. She didn't want me.
I've got nothing.
Ikra, I wanted you. You didn't want me. No. Yeah, not cry to, but like. No, not cry to, but like I'd say like Ken, for example, like I'll speak to him about certain things.
Oh, okay.
But then like there's certain things that I speak to Ikra about, which is like more like religious point of view, like you know what I mean, that I feel like I find it very easy to discuss with her, whereas like with other people, you know how like I don't know how it is in your religion, but you know like if you discuss certain things with other people, they become very judgmental. I don't know how to explain
I
it.
guess
Like,
it depends on the person.
yeah, but like
That's
even
a-
like
yeah,
subconsciously,
that's
like yeah, like I think it's more of an Asian thing, but yeah. So
But yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you. Yeah. As in what you so like you're hesitant to speak to people of the same culture.
not hesitant.
Awesome.
Yeah, like yeah. If I don't know them that well, yeah, because like
Yeah.
yeah,
You don't know what's yeah.
and I wouldn't want to anyway. Like I'd only want to discuss certain things with people that I trust and know.
Oh, there's a llama right here.
Of course there is. But yeah, have you got someone that you can cry to?
No, I'm not. I don't know. I feel like talking doesn't really run in our family like that, unfortunately. So I'm not. Yeah, I've come to realize I'm not a great communicator. in that
Yeah,
sense.
so that's what I mean. So for me, it's not family either. Like it has to be my friends.
Yeah.
Like
No, as in the sense like I just don't really talk to anyone at all like that. Just because it's just not something
okay.
I'm used to. I've seen that. Obviously, I'm more accustomed to it just because I've been exposed to the outside world. I know like, oh, you're supposed to talk to people about
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And one big thing is that people make out is that whole like, oh, if someone offends you, you have to like let them know. But for me, like, I just wouldn't talk to you again or something like that.
Yeah,
But if people
yeah.
be like, oh, talk to me, let me know, like, oh, like, well, fuck you.
Yeah. To be fair, I would say I'm sort of like that as well. Half and half.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I stay burning bridges, man.
um,
But yeah, apparently that's not very adult.
yeah, but it's just how you like. The way Chris said. Oh, she said the judgment. She's like they think you're trying to preach. Basically.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's just like a personality trait.
Yeah, but like I feel
I
like
hope.
Asians have that more than.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
legit. Like, as in, like for example, like a lot of Asians would think like, even if you try to say something like beneficial, like oh, you know, like you shouldn't be doing this or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like rather than accepting it, or like you know listening to it, they'll just be like, oh, but you do this, this, and this. Do you get me? Like there's always like a competition. Like, I don't have to explain it. Like
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, yeah.
it's difficult to have that conversation unless you like really are cool with that person. So
No, 100. No, I think, yeah, 100% because I definitely can't go speak to like, the aunties and uncles at church about certain things because like, they just wouldn't understand it. So.
actually, you know what? I'm gonna send you a thing. So you know, my boy Kem. So he's
yeah.
I told you his religion, innit? He's Adventist. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I thought you said he's a dentist.
No, he's so it's like they call it Seventh Day Adventist. So
Seventh Day Adventist.
yeah, so that's their religion basically. And
Okay.
it's basically like it's very it's the only way to like describe it is like it incorporates sort of elements from Judaism and Christianity as well.
Okay.
And they have like their Sabbath on a Saturday rather than Sunday.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so him and like a few of his boys from church, they have like this thing every couple of weeks, like a Zoom call, and it's called like Man Cave. But it's like just to do with different topics, and it's just like an open discussion.
Bro, I've literally, sorry, I keep
Yeah.
interrupting you. Go on.
Yeah, what were you gonna say? You what?
No, finish.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say if you ever wanted to join, because like I just mentioned the religion because like that's how they formed it kind of thing. But
What did you say if I
like,
want to join?
Yeah, not as in if you want to join, like as in just join the talks, because we have like interesting conversations.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not
Yeah,
all like
I was-
about religion or anything. Like the first one we had was about what was it? It was like about like sexual prowess and stuff, and it was like it's very like
Sexual prowess.
not prowess. I can't think of the word, but it was very. It was all about
Sexual
'cause it-
promiscuity.
No, it
something
was
like
because it's like a very Mandan focused thing. So it's more like a safe space
Oh.
for.
that. This guy just fucking ruined my life. He's like one shot, Mazza.
Yeah, what happened? Is it just one guy?
He was a P9. He just ruined my life, bro.
Hold up. Let him stop. 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 Yes, yes. Drink it. Oh my god! I'm a bot! No! How did I miss that? Oh my god, I'm a bot, man.
Be like that. Man.
Where is he? Oh my god! P90 gang. Yeah, no. So it's like a how do I describe it? Like it's like a space where you can like
Podcast.
no it's like it's a Zoom.
Except
It's a Zoom
like
call.
your talk. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's just like a safe space to be like, you know, chat about things that might be bothering you, or basically like trying to promote the whole like, you know, men talking amongst
Nah,
each other
talking,
about like
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've had the idea of like trying to get like the boys together to just have like a man's club. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had the idea of doing it like in person, like just like if we could go somewhere like once a week or something.
yeah, obviously not now, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think if obviously this was happening, it would be in person. And like this week they had it on like leadership and stuff.
Okay.
So it was more like leadership in terms of obviously work, but also like what it means to be a leader in like the family home, like in terms of guys and girls. And then obviously, you know, the other thing that came into it was about like finances when you're married, you know, things like that. And like, you know how like the traditional view back in the day. Oh my god. How the can't
He's straight on with that thing. You down?
Yep.
That's another thing.
Yeah, I know.
Do you
Yeah, so
play
it was
FIFA?
more about like. Yeah, I don't mind. We're gonna have to cut the stream and come back though. Hey, Crow.
Oh, is it? We can play
That's
one
fine.
more then go. So.
Yeah. Icarus is taking the. She's like, safe space for men. And she's laughing at that, and then she's like, look at you trying to empower men. Shut up, man. This is why it's a mandem thing. But yeah, so from that, I was gonna ask you lot as well. Obviously, we've got Icarus' point of view. So, when it comes to finances, for example, in a relationship, this is so obviously, you know, none of us can relate because none of us are married. This is a married kind of thing, marriage topic. But how do you see yourself? Like, do you want to be like the traditional view of a man in terms of like be like the earner for the house, or would you be comfortable, like would you want to like like both of you like split the bills and stuff, have like a joint account, or like as in what are you comfortable with? What are your views on that?
Do you want Iqbal to go first?
Well, it's gonna take a time to type, so just go first.
I don't know. I think first and foremost, like I feel like it's just doesn't it just sound weird just saying that like, okay, fine, I'm gonna be paying all the bills, and then you're just gonna be there like, well, what are you doing with your own money? Like, as in, if you're imagine like we're married, we're a team. Just forget the word marriage. Just think about a team. Like we're supposed to do things together, right?
Yep.
The fact that like I'm going to work. We're both going to work. I'm making money. I'm paying the rent. I'm buying all these things. Like what's going on with your money? So like you're just there, just saving your money or whatever. Like, doesn't that just sound so like you're out of that team or something? Like you're not invested in the team.
Yeah.
I feel like for me it just puts me off in that sense. Just first and foremost, and then also you've got just the whole other thing of like, I just feel like I don't like people with the mentality. I don't like people who have the mentality of like asking for shit all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't like someone who needs to rely on me for like everything. So like if you're like if I've got to pay your rent, I've got to pay like your bro. Imagine your wife asking you to pay her phone bill like you're some you're some kid or something. Like that would be such a turn off. You know, like, my dick can't get hard for that. Like,
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be married at this point, so I'm guessing it did get hard. So.
boy, I don't know.
I don't know how you married it without it getting hard, but okay. Anyway, sorry, Ikra, for the R-rated talk. I forget that it's just always just her listening to our bullshit. And then like someone else will join for a bit and then just leave her just to fend for herself.
To fend for herself.
She said, I don't think it's possible in our society for the man to be the sole provider.
Yeah, I think just like financially.
She was like, she's always had it in her head that when she's married, it'll be, this is not my money, and that's yours, it's ours. Yeah, and I agree with your point as well, the team thing.
Yeah, man, and yeah, it just seems weird. And then I like imagine like you're buying her gifts all the time, all of that, then like you're just not receiving anything. I know like material things aren't supposed to mean anything, but I mean for me like it's almost like a love language for me because I like buying gifts for people that I like, and I feel like if it would just be weird like if you're not like getting me anything back, like you never go shopping, you never think, oh, mine wasn't like that, like like that's just, I don't know.
Fuck. It takes so long to reload the shotgun. Wow. Look at that. Why does it take that long?
Gonna go FIFA?
Yeah.
I'm changing now. I'm gonna lose your thing.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do another stream. I thought we were in a party already.